Spain's beautiful football is destroying defenses. They are breaking opposition blocks with line breaking passes and intelligent movements, as their combination plays are almost impossible to defend. They will always find players between the lines, leaving the opposition clueless. It's a joy watching their disguised passes breaking through defensive lines, and the technical quality they maintain even in the penalty box is outstanding. Spain uses a standard back four shape for the build-up phase. The midfield is fluid as the trio can rotate positions, but they mostly maintain a single pivot as the deep midfielder, while the two others attack space around him. As the keeper is involved in the build-up, the opposition front line will be overloaded in the first lane. This is usually countered by forcing Spain to one side so that they can be trapped. So let's see how Spain solved this problem and scored a goal from the sequence. Here we can see the build-up structure with the midfield three in place. The opposition is forcing the keeper to his left and Spain actually fell into this pressing trap. Any back four system can become vulnerable if they are forced wide as their options will be limited. Spain solved this by using their midfield strength. Instead of playing wide, the keeper can use the classic third man combination to beat the press and find the center back. In both sequences, the press is intended to force him left, and he has the same midfielder available to act as the connector. When this combination was used, the first wave of pressure was beaten. Now the opposition pressing structure is compromised, and the center back is free to progress the ball. Then the midfielders move away from the ball carrier to create space. As of now, the center back has one immediate option available with some free space directly in front of him. This was created by the run of the right midfielder. And now someone has to move into the space to offer a progressive option. Here all three midfielders are marked. Thus Spain uses a dropping forward to attack that space. Though the forward could not progress further as he was forced back, the pressing structure can be disrupted by moving the ball. Usually the opposition will lose their ideal pressing shape after such back passes. Here the keeper is not pressed by the left forward, while in the previous one, he was aggressively closed down. This minute pressing lapse changed everything. As the ball was played wide, the opposition tries to initiate their usual pressing approach to trap Spain wide. But now the center back can easily play it back as the keeper is available. He could not do that earlier as the keeper was in a vulnerable position due to the aggressive press from the left forward. Here the forward was in pressing due to the aforementioned reasons, and Spain can keep the ball in the center. So the pressing intentions are neutralized again, as Spain has managed to maintain their ideal 3 versus 2 overload. Now it's all easy for the keeper to utilize the overload to find the free midfielder, and the press is bypassed. Here the pivot becomes the free midfielder, while his two partners moved high to pin the opposition center midfielder. So the pivot becomes the common man, creating an overload against both the forward line and the midfield line. After a couple of passes, Spain has pushed the opposition into the middle third. Now it's all about breaking the settled defensive block. It's normal middle third play in these situations as the ball is moved to move the opposition. If they remain compact on one side, the ball will be kept within the build-up base. They use a conventional structure with two center backs joined by the deep dictator, while the other two midfielders position inside the block. It's a classic 4-3-3 structure, and it seems the opposition is comfortable with their compact 4-4-2. But the speed of the ball circulation is going to break them. The ball is switched, and the opposition easily shift their block to deny any progression. So the opposition defended both flanks in a decent manner. Now Spain has to somehow destabilize the compact mid-block. As the ball is played back to the center back, the deep dictator is free with some space in front of him as the forward line is overloaded. As the deep playmaker attacks this space, the opposition will automatically get compact to protect the center. In addition, Spain makes multiple movements to attack the back line. It will threaten the opposition and they will be more center oriented now, leaving the flanks exposed. If you closely look at the structure, you can see how the opposition structure is destabilized now. A few seconds earlier, they had territorial control all over the pitch. But now they are too compact and Spain can easily gain territory through the flank. Spain has entered the final third in a controlled manner, and now they have to induce some chaos using riskier individual play. Also note that they have 3 players in the center to attack the penalty area. Here the left back and left midfielder played a brilliant combination to induce the first dose of chaos to panic the defense. Suddenly the backline feels threatened and they rush back, leaving 3 players totally free. We all know how technically good Spanish attackers are, and as expected, they use the quick passes to score. With this single sequence, Spain showed how to progress the ball through all 3 phases. They beat the press, destabilized a combat mid-block to enter the final third, and ultimately used simple and effective combinations to enter the penalty area and score the goal. There is a lot more to talk about in their clever ideas to progress to the midfield. And if you want to know more, please comment down for another video.